And here we are delivering this C90 Suzuki trike to a Navy veteran. Well, this gentleman was pretty excited to get his new trike. Wanted the wife to take a little video of him taking his first ride on it to send to his son. Hopefully it was to show his son or convince him to get his own bike so he could go for a ride with him. Not sure if he has or if he had 4 other bikes before this one, but he said this was his first trike. Not sure how long he's been since he's been on a bike, but it's good to see him with his knees in the breeze and having fun. But coming up here, we have an interview with Annette from Southside Harley Davidson and some more bikes from the National Motorcycle Museum. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, I know they didn't have semi-trailers, and they sure didn't have baggers back in 1903. But here at Southside Harley Davidson, they got a pretty good built-to-size replica of the original shed that Harley Davidson started in. And I know my editing skills need work, but I thought it'd be pretty cool if I could somehow teleport myself back in time to take a ride.
So I'm Annette Chambers with Southside Harley Davidson in Indianapolis, Indiana. And this is built to scale of the original building that Harley Davidson started in 1903. I believe they built maybe 3 motorcycles in that first building. This is our actual dyno room. So there's a door on the other side. We pull the bikes in to dyno them. But this is to scale of Harley's first building.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right, I seen the sign outside that said celebrating your 75th anniversary, oldest dealership in Indiana?
Correct. So we would be celebrating 76 years this year. So the story is my great-grandparents, George and Ann Schultedy, started the dealership in 1947. Our history with Harley Davidson goes back 25 years before that. George was hired to work at the Harley factory by one of the founding fathers of Harley. He worked there 25 years. He started out sweeping the floors. He worked in research and development. And then at the end of World War II, he worked with the servicemen on how to work on their bikes out in the field. And then 1947, the motor company came to George and Ann and asked them to start the dealership, and that's when HD Sales and Service was born. We were downtown Indianapolis for 50 years, so we were in the same building for 50 years. The building that we were in down there, its history with motorcycles even goes back to before when we were in the building. A lot of just Indiana motorcycle history in my family and throughout the area that we were had our business. And
so you've been at this location then
about 26 years.
26 years
yeah.
at this location. Okay.
So last year we celebrated our 75th anniversary. We had, I believe it was around 2,000 to 2,500 people just right here in this little area. We gave away a Softail Standard. It was an amazing party. The gentleman that won the bike, who's a Vietnam veteran, and it couldn't have went to a more deserving person. It was a really cool moment for the family.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so.
All right, now, do you guys offer any kind of winter storage or anything?
Yes,
here?
we do have winter storage. We do it for 2-wheel bikes and 3 wheels. And our winter storage, how much is our winter storage, Bryant?
$475 for a regular bike, $550 for trike.
There you go. And
do you offer any discounts on labor or work if they store it for the winter?
Yep, there are deals. If you want to get some labor done, that's the time to do it. And if you get I don't know the exact number, a certain amount of things, accessories put on your bike, we could store your bike for free. So you have to give us a call here at Southside Harley to look into those details.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And you still have room. You're still taking bikes in now?
As far as I know, we still have room in the winter storage. So yeah, give us a call here, 317-885-5180.
All right, cool.
Cool, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. The owner of the dealership now is my grandfather, Bob Schultedy, and he used to race motorcycles, and a lot of him and his friends did. So A lot of these, you'll see his name on the description. Bob Schultz raced a lot of these sprints. He did a lot of flat track racing. And then we just have other family and friends that also race.
Nice. Can I walk down this here?
Yeah, go for it. When someone takes our riding academy class, this is a path we take them on to our classroom.
And that's another thing you do offer here is riding academy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's where I work within the riding academy department, and we train 500 to 600 students a year and help them get endorsed to be safe, legal riders. We also have a lot of history in our family with hill climbing.
Everybody needs to come down here and check them out. You can take your class here, you can buy your bike here, you can store your bike here, and you get it serviced here.
Yes. We're one of the few dealerships that even has its own dedicated collision department.
Nice.
Cool.
Announced in July of 1929 as a replacement for the inlet over exhaust pocket valve twins that had been in production since 1911, the flathead, L-head or side valve Harley Davidson VL Big Twin model line was developed and produced until 1940. While the twin headlamps, round toolbox, and Klaxion type horn were carried over, nearly all of the VL was new. The new 74 cubic inch motorcycle advertised 20% more power, Ricardo removable heads, interchangeable wheels, bigger tires, drop center rims, lower riding position, greater road clearance, an automatic increase of generator output, making the 1930 Big Twin the greatest motorcycle value ever offered. However, larger and heavier than its predecessor, the first VLs lacked sufficient top-end power. Early models were recalled and the engine was extensively redesigned. An enlarged crankcase and heavier flywheel improved performance. With the problem solved, the big 74 cubic inch flathead became a favorite of Harley-Davidson enthusiasts. By 1936, even with the advent of the knucklehead, Harley-Davidson's big twin flatheads remained the most sought-after models until the onset of World War II. Priced at a whopping $320, the 1936 VLD was equipped with a standard hand-shifted 3-speed gearbox and foot-pedal clutch, or an optional 4-speed gearbox for an additional $15. This good-looking 1936 VLD sports an 80 cubic inch, 1311 cc V-twin with a 3-speed gearbox and remains among the most distinguished, capable, and significant motorcycles in American history. The Mustang was a lightweight motorcycle built by Gladden Products Corporation in Glendale, California from 1946 to 1965. The second production version, the Mustang Model 2, was among the first motorcycles manufactured in the United States to have a telescopic fork. Howard Forrest, an engineer, designed and built a 19.2 cubic inch 315 cc water-cooled 4-cylinder engine in 1936. In 1941, Forrest built a motorcycle powered by that engine and drove it to work, where company president John Gladden had Forrest and co-worker Chuck Gardner design a commuter motorcycle based on Forrest's custom bike, and started Mustang Motorcycle Corporation as a division of Gladden Products. By 1950 and a few model changes later, Model 4 Standard, or the Pony, had been developed. This was the 9.5 horsepower version. They also had the Bronco, the Colt, the Thoroughbred, and the Stallion. However, the Pony was the best-selling and the base model of the brand. Sales started to dwindle in 1956 for the Mustang Motorcycle Company, and it had ended production in 1965. Here we have a 1957 Raichu RQ750, a Japanese Harley Davidson. In 1924, Harley Davidson negotiated a deal with the Senko Company to start importing bikes. By 1929, the Great Depression, it got too expensive, so they renegotiated the deal to start producing the bikes in Japan in a newly built factory near Tokyo. Production began in 1935 under the brand name Raichu, which aptly means King of the Road, and was based on Harley's Model J. In 1936, the Senko Company didn't want to buy the blueprint for what we now call the Knucklehead, and by 1937, all affiliation had stopped. The RQ750 model was made from 1953 to 1957, is 45.6 cubic inches, 747 cc, 22 horsepower flathead V-twin with a left-hand front brake. For everyone still here watching the video, I appreciate you sticking around. Please feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Give me any feedback. I know I'm new, I'm learning. Tell me what I can do to improve and help you stick around longer.